Okay, let me make sure I am indeed live. Because I sure hope I am. It's connecting to the chat. Does Twitch say I'm online? Twitch does say I am live. That's great. Okay, let's head on over to my announcements channel. Hi, Jeremy! What is that, a Tetris reference? Am I wearing lipstick? Yeah, good enough. I know. I just remember that one time you said, hey baby soul, every time you say well, is that a Tetris thing? I am definitely going to be continuing the drawing of Foxglove, the last OC I was working on, but before that, is this, did I draw this or did I make this? I did make this, okay. But before that, I'm working on this OC called Thorn. It's extremely literal because I went through this thing where I designed a whole bunch of OCs after flowers. And she's named Thorn because she is a thorn. Yeah, honestly, I'm just not extremely good at names. I don't know why I'm keeping around so many layers. It's probably because I'm too scared to delete any of them. So the showcase date is like exactly a month away now, which is insane. It's actually so crazy to think about. I had a big meeting last night, one of those like big informational sessions with the showcase organizers and the director for this particular one. So that's Raw Artists, that's the organization. And we went over like all the different things, like where we are on the floor plan, what to expect on the day of, all of these like really important things. And there was like a chance to ask questions and things like that. So I finally clarified like what's going on with the lighting situation. And I bought some like pretty expensive lights, I gotta say. But thankfully, I think I can reuse them for my room after. So, I mean, it's not a bad idea to have lights for the show. I don't know. It'll upgrade my streaming setup too. I mean, I was always like, oh, lights aren't that big of a priority. So I never really like splurged on lights. But since it's like super necessary for this one, I just put out for lights, and yeah, it'll double as like streaming stuff. Jeremy says my dad brought some really bright lights. Are they like spotlights? Because my dad got one of those too for the garage, and it lights up the entire garage. They're not spotlights. Are they like inside lamps? Because if so, I am pretty interested. But it hurts if you look vaguely in their direction. Okay. That's good. That's what I'm going for. Okay, hang on. Goodness. Yeah, okay. I guess I have duplicated this enough times. I really just have to go in there and erase either the spike or the hand, and I'm not sure where I want to go with it. I'm scared, you guys. Okay. I'm scared I'm gonna mess up. So in this case, I'm gonna try erasing the spike. I don't know whether I want the hand to be in front of the big spike or behind the big spike is what I'm trying to say. And I think in this case, it actually does make more sense for it to be behind the big spike. But I worked really hard on this hand and I want it to be visible. Jeremy says, on the topic of the show, Music Mania won't be in town for it, but she told me to pick up merch for her. Yeah, she's also welcome to watch the show exclusively via live stream. By the way, for anybody who can't actually make it to the actual time of the live stream due to like time zone differences and stuff, that show will be recorded, so you will be able to see the live stream after, but access to like the live event is for ticket holders. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. It's so great to hear you refer to our friend um, with the same username they've been using since, what was that? Since like fifth grade at least. It's so nice. Jeremy says, do you want me to use your nickname from the fifth grade? You know what? No. And it wasn't from the fifth grade either. It was from the sixth grade. Because I don't know if this counts as a nickname, but in the fifth grade, you just called me a 10-year-old all the time. Like on my 11th birthday, you were like, you're not 11, you're 10. And then up until I was 15, that's how you introduced me to people. This is Dimple. She's 10. But if you must know, that actually wasn't Music Mania's nickname from the fifth grade. There was a different nickname that you're not actually referring to her by. That was her username, but it's not her nickname. So intriguing. Something else I invested in a brand new credit card reader. That's great. So hopefully at the show I make lots of sales and I get to use it a lot. It's one of those touchless, like contactless card readers that also works for chip as well. So you can like tap or put your card in it and enter in your PIN, which is really exciting. I never thought I'd be excited about owning something like this, but it's exciting. Yeah, my parents convinced me that it was probably a good investment considering that I do want to do more shows in the future. Maybe I'll go to a convention or something. I think that'll be cool. I need to wipe my nose. But yeah, how are you, Jeremy? In case you want to do events like this, or in case anyone wants to do events, Square, the company, actually gives out like free contactless card readers. Not free contactless, free magnetic strip card readers So it's the kind that you swipe the credit card through. But you do have to pay to have like the tap one. So originally I was just thinking of using the free version. Like I was like, what's in it for them? Obviously, like since they're like a credit card processing company, they do take a fee. So that's what's in it for them. It's like how PayPal will take a fee out of transactions. Jeremy says, I'm good, trying to gather motivation to run. Running is a gargantuan task, but I believe in you. I believe in your willpower. Just imagine all of those endorphins. And how much endurance you're going to build. Jeremy says, if I go running, then I can't watch the stream. Well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So whatever you decide to do, I fully support you, stream or no stream. Or you could watch the stream on the treadmill if you have a treadmill, right? But you like running outside, I think. Let me show you guys what this character looked like before. You're using the treadmill. Okay. But you won't be able to hear very well. That's fine. It's okay. Have a good run. Okay, let me show you guys what this character... Hang on. Gosh. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. Yeah, there we go. We're back. I'm just switching over just to show you guys what I have. Like the pictures of my OCs from when I was in high school. So this sketchbook is from fall of 2016. So it has been almost 6 years, like 5.5 years since I like designed these characters, which is crazy. So this is what Foxglove used to look like. This was probably like the second drawing I ever did of Foxglove. Yeah, again, like names, not too creative. The names are just literally the flower that they're based off of. And this was like the original design for Rose. So we still have like... Here I have like really molded shoulder pads. I mean, they are molded, but I wanted it to be like more exaggerated to give her like even bigger shoulders. And her hair is supposed to be like a rose shape, and shaved on one side. And I was trying to think like what to do with the bodice. So I was thinking like maybe it kind of looks like, what is that? Rose hips? Like when the rose dies and all the petals fall off and there's just this like hardened seed pod. So that's what I was thinking of, and I wanted like shoes that kind of looked like petals. And I was kind of experimenting with that idea a little bit. Here are some of those action poses that I was working on, and the design for like the mace/club. I don't know. The petals kind of cover half of the spikes. And then I did end up redesigning it so that the spikes are more exposed. And this was like back in senior year, I ended up redesigning it. But I changed my mind because aesthetic, you know, like I changed my mind and took it back to this version because aesthetic. So yeah, here are a few other flower characters I have. This one's name is Button. Oh, and here's more Rose stuff. Actually, her name isn't Rose anymore. This is, her name is Thorn now, because I think it would be cool to have, like, one sister named Thorn and one sister named, like, Rose or something. I drew a lot, like, I experimented a lot with this character. And I had, like, a really hard time drawing different poses for them. I eventually came up with something like this. So they had, like, I had to show, like, an anticipation before the action. So she's, like, stretching back, and then she, like, brings the mace down. Yeah, this one's name is Lavender. Yeah, and we're back to Foxglove, and I think, like, these are just other characters that I did. So yeah, that's what this is based off of. Yeah, we're back. But yeah, it is pretty encouraging to see myself improve as an artist. Because I guarantee that in senior year of high school, I would not have been able to draw like this. So I'm really quite proud of how much I improved. I will be going back to color the other character as soon as I get bored of drawing these spikes. Okay, let's simplify things. Let's, like, delete some of these layers. Merge them together, because I have a tendency when I draw to, like, duplicate things a whole bunch of times, just in case something goes wrong and I need extra copies of things. But yeah, that tends to mean that my my drawing ends up really cluttered. Groovy Woovy says, "Hey bestie." Hi Groovy, welcome to the channel. How are you today? What is that? Is that from, like, the shoulder? What is that line? Yeah. Not sure if you heard that because of the ads, but yeah, how are you, Groovy? It's great to see you here. Groovy says, "I'm chilling, you draw so good." Thank you. Yeah, I'm drawing, redrawing one of my old characters named Thorn. It's a fun time. I should actually have like a comparison up for you guys. But okay, let's see. Yeah. This is essentially what the character looked like before. And she had like spiky shoulder pads and like cut off jean shorts and like a half shaved head. Like that's as far as I kind of went with the design. But yeah, I kind of took this to the next level. She also had like a spiky rose petal mace that I ended up redesigning. But yeah, right now I'm just tidying up the spikes on the shoulder pads. Are they armor? I don't know. I don't know if they count. But yeah, it's cool to redraw this because I know for sure that I would have struggled so much more with this back in high school when I first designed it. Especially looking at my old like action poses that I was trying to draw. And it's also cool because sometimes I get that feeling like, oh, did I peak in high school? Like, I used to spend so much more, like, I used to draw so many more pages in my sketchbook. Like, I used to fill, like, page after page. And then now, I guess, it takes me more time to work on, like, each piece. So I guess, like, the quantity of what I'm putting out is not as much. But I do feel like that's maybe because I'm challenging myself a little bit more than I was 6 years ago. And not because I'm being less productive. Especially seeing how I've improved since then. But yeah, sometimes I'll see my best work from 6 years ago and compare it to like my worst work now and be like, I didn't improve at all. This is horrible, you know? But yeah, I don't think that's entirely like a very fair comparison because I don't know, I have seen an improvement when I compare like my normal work to my normal work. I do see it. But yeah, if you're new to the channel and you just came to this stream and you're enjoying yourself here so far, definitely consider following. It helps out the channel a ton, and I hope to be able to see you around next time I stream. also in other news, it's exactly 1 more month until my showcase, which is incredibly exciting. So if you want access to either the in-person show or the live stream show, whatever you can make it to, definitely consider getting a ticket. It's going to be an amazing night of all sorts of different arts. So I have some information on the ticket holder exclusive live stream event. It'll be live for ticket holders, but then afterwards, the event will be like recorded. Like the event will be recorded and it will be uploaded. So, yeah. But they're saying that you can expect it to be re-uploaded about a week after the event. But if you want to see everything happening while it's live, the live stream is definitely the place to be. But yeah, how it's gonna work is the first half hour is going to be short video introductions from all the different artists who are showcasing that night. So that includes me. I'll be on Saturday, April 9th. So from 6:30 to 7, it's gonna be introductions. Then from like 7 to 8, it's going to be a walk around to all the different booths. So there's going to be like a roaming camera, and you'll basically like explore the floor with the rest of the live stream people. Then at 8 p.m. the live shows are going to start. So it'll take you back up to the stage, and we'll start watching musical performances, stage performances, all sorts of different things. Then in between those live stage acts, we're going to go back to the roaming camera, and we're going to be able to see what's happening on the floor. So that's kind of the itinerary for the live stream on show night. It's really exciting. I'm already thinking ahead on, like they haven't given us the requirements for that short video thing yet, but I'm already thinking about what I want to do for it. I definitely want it to be really fun and really like attention grabbing. So maybe I'll animate something, you know, maybe I'll use my drawings to bring as much attention to my clip as possible, really make it stand out from everyone else. I don't know, there's gonna be some extremely talented people there. And I'm like excited and also kind of nervous. I hope I make friends. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have illustrations of my flower people available at the event as like prints to buy. That would be cool. Maybe I'll call it like the Botanical Guide to the Dimpleverse or something. Something I've definitely noticed in myself is I'm really terrible about self-promotion. Like, Jeremy says, are you selling Prince and the Frogs? Is there anything else we can expect to see? Heck yes. I'm probably going to have some magnets because I'm bringing a magnetic board there. I'm going to have, how do you call that? I have like pins and badges that I'm going to be making on stream for you guys to see. I'm probably going to have some jewelry. I'm still kind of prototyping those. Still kind of working things out, but you can expect to see some jewelry, you know, all sorts of mini accessories, little art pieces, and there's also going to be original watercolor pieces that are not prints. So yeah, those are going to be like little mini watercolor paintings that you can get. And I think that's everything that's going to be there for sure. But maybe I'll needle felt something. You know, maybe I'll make some other things. Who can say? Who can know? We have a month of like jam-packed crafts that we can like put together. So I'll try to squeeze in as much as possible. Okay, you know what? I think I'm done the line work for Rose. Jeremy says, I guess you'll just have to get tickets and see for yourself. Yeah, it's going to be an experience. Like, you're definitely gonna want to see the booth. So if you do live in the area, if you live in Toronto, definitely come check it out. Because they have upgraded my space from, I think it was like 7.5 feet by 6 feet to 10 feet by 6 feet. So I have like a 10-foot long fencing panel that I can display my stuff against, which is way more than I bargained for. I'm incredibly excited. Let me see. I actually did have like a little layout plan somewhere. I'm just curious. I just want to know. Did I delete it? Because I remember I did this layout grid. Was it here? No, it was not. Was it here? Yeah, it was. Okay. So it was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 7.5 feet by 6 feet, and it's been upgraded by like 2.5 extra feet. That's pretty good. Yeah. So originally I wanted the sign to be maybe like 3.5 feet, but it's ended up being more like 9 feet or something ridiculous like that, or 7 feet. I don't know. It'll be fine now that we have the bigger fencing panel. Yeah. Also, I got a really great location for my booth. I'm like right near the entrance, not like facing the entrance though. I'm kind of in like a little corner, but it's like right near the entrance. So like chances are when you walk in the venue, you will walk right past me, which is great. I'm so excited to see all your lovely faces. It's very hype. Okay, now to color in this character. So I already did some of the base colors yesterday, And now I guess it's time for like shading things in and maybe tidying up this outline a little more. Because I do like having little sketchy lines here and there, but not too many of them, you know? Not so many that it gets confusing. So some of these I will have to kind of delete. Yeah, anything that cuts across the drawing in a way that I find confusing, I get rid of. And anything that's like too messy needs to go, basically. I'll feel a lot better about the shading when this drawing is like tidied up. But yeah, I hope you all had a lovely weekend. I got to see a family member that I haven't seen in a very long time. They came back home yesterday and it was wonderful. Okay, so things are neater, but there are still some fun little sketchy lines here and there, and I'm into that. Okay, oh my goodness, like I just don't feel good about the skin. I don't know what it is, but I'm just really not feeling it. The thing is, in my original drawing, I didn't even color the skin, I just left her pale. Like, not even pale, like I just left the skin empty, actually. I just left it as like the color of the paper. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know where I want to go with this. Do I want to restart the skin? Or do I want to, like, you know, shade the outfit a little? Okay, where do I want to go with this? Okay, shoot. See, like, I'm kind of at a bit of an impasse. I think I'll start with shading the outfit. And then maybe like starting at the inside. I don't know, am I in like a coloring mood today? Not sure. Regardless though, I I do want to get this done. Like, I don't really care if I'm in a coloring mood. So I'm trying to emulate the actual coloring of the foxglove flower as much as I can. Although instead of like a green bodice, I just went with like kind of a purpley black. Just because I didn't want to introduce like another color into everything. I feel like my coloring style is like extremely clean, more so than usual. Like I don't think my coloring style is normally really clean. Oh, Jeremy's gonna go run now? Okay. Have a good run. Thanks for dropping by to say hello. I didn't realize you hadn't gone yet. No wonder you were so active in the chat. Okay. So I want to make sure the underside of the skirt is nice and shaded in. I'm just gonna make that pink gradient and add some light pink right around the edge. Just like little irregular spots of it. I think that's cute. Cool. And then I want to do the same thing on the inside of the hood, but this time we're just going to go way darker of a purple. Okay, so that's where we're at. Now, okay, for the actual like dress portion, how am I gonna do this? So I'm gonna take this over to like a more purple color, and then we're just gonna try to add in some like pleats. How am I doing this? Except it's not really pleats, it's more like streaks. Okay, and I'm gonna try not to be so precious about the idea of like staying inside the lines. So I really don't want my colors for this piece to be like overly neat. That makes sense. Like we want to have some organic variation in the thing. But yeah, I'm kind of marking out like a bell shape for this flower and like really accentuating that with the kind of curvy lines going around it. I'll sort out what's happening with the thumb later. Oh, hi Vox! How are you? How is it going? I'm coloring the character I was working on last time, but at the beginning of the stream we were doing like a different character. Oh no! Fox says I'm super sick, but otherwise I'm doing okay. Oh no! I hope that you're getting plenty of rest, plenty of fluids. I raise my glass to you. I hope you're doing okay. Oh my goodness. The character's looking great. Thanks. Let me show you the other one we were working on. So this one's name is Thorn. Let me do a time-lapse replay because I feel like it. I feel like it. Okay. So I was just kind of figuring out how to make the face tilted up like that. This was my rough line work, and then I started on my final lines. I always do the body first, like at least the silhouette of it, before I add the clothes on top. I never draw clothes without the body because I find it ends up looking really disjointed. Fox says, I love the mace and the armor. Thank you. She's honestly like kind of impractical with her armor, but I like to think that it's because she doesn't care about the practicality of her armor. She just wants it to look cool. Yeah. And she's another one of my like flower themed characters. But in this case, like she's based off of roses, but mostly the thorns part. And then this one is like, it's based off of the flower foxgloves, because they are poisonous. So yeah, I'm not extremely creative with names, but I think I'm kind of okay with that. I have like extremely like literal names for my characters. Like I did a series with the Chinese zodiac animals, and instead of coming up with like names for them, I just referred to them by their animal name. And it just kind of stuck. To be honest, these were the original names that I came up with for them when I designed them back in 2016. These flower characters. So you know what? In a weird way, it just fits. Fox says aesthetics over everything. Yeah. That's me stepping out in like minus 15-degree weather in a skirt and stockings. And for what? To get groceries or something dumb like that. I don't think that's me as much now. Because I do like to be comfortable. And I don't... Like, I care a lot more about being cold nowadays. Can't handle it. But yeah, I've been thinking, and I think these characters would really make good prints for my upcoming art showcase. So I think I'm gonna make a few prints and have them available for people to get. That'll be really cool. If I make a whole series of these, they could actually replace my plan to display my Chinese Zodiac series, which is like the last thing I ever posted on my Instagram. I need to post there more often. Ugh. It's actually shameful. It's actually like, I just don't really enjoy posting. But sometimes you need to do things that you don't enjoy because they're good for your business. Like, okay, what else don't I enjoy? I don't really enjoy exercising. I can't fathom that people do it for fun. I do it because I used to exercise way more because I was in carpentry, and if I didn't work out outside of school, outside of my in my free time, I would get squished and die. Vox says, getting groceries is the equivalent of going on a quest to slay a dragon for me. It's scary. You run into people and stuff, and sometimes they try to talk to you. Yeah, I know. Like, so many people try to talk to me. But then also, like, I don't know why sometimes I make it worse by wearing a really cute outfit, and then people want to talk to you because they're like, I really like your jacket. And I'm like, thank you very much. You know, but on the inside, I'm like, social anxiety. I mean, I appreciate it. And you know what? My social anxiety has gotten a lot better recently. So maybe I'd react differently. But I haven't gone out in a nice jacket in a long time. So we'll see. Fox says, I have to market my game, but it's so annoying. I don't want to spend hours posting on social media. Yeah. Well, you know what, you guys, check out Vox's Twitch channel. Vox also posted their game on my Discord server in like the art sharing. I think it's called like the Blade of 10. It was really cool. Okay, you guys, check it out. So there, I market game. I'm helping. Vox says thank you for the shout out. Anytime, you gotta support other artists. Yeah, I got the name right. Nice. I'm like notoriously bad with names, so pretty proud of myself. I think the thing is, I spend a lot of time writing captions because talking on stream is one thing, right? Talking on stream, you kind of like you put your words out there, they're improvised, and then they're just gone. You know, I mean, they get saved in the VOD, but, you know, you gotta say the stuff. But then when you're writing for like Instagram or something, I find the pressure to write something that flows well and sounds good, and that I'm okay with being permanently there. I know we can delete it, I know I can edit it, but the pressure to have something that's good, like, it's more permanent. Oh my goodness, he keeps doing this. That's my boyfriend. And by keeps doing this, I mean he's done it twice now. That's okay. Fox says, for me, it's the consistency that's the biggest problem. If I don't post regularly, I lose traction. I'm never consistent. It's so bad. I did like an everyday post challenge, and on the last day, I didn't post. And now the post that I have timed for Chinese New Year with like the caption and everything already pre-written is just like, I just kind of forgot, and then I didn't because I was like, oh no, I missed my boat. It's not the first day of Chinese New Year anymore. I say Chinese New Year because that's what I celebrate, but you know, there's a lot of other cultures that have Lunar New Year. But yeah, the funny thing is with Chinese New Year, there are 15 days. 15 days to post on, because the entire holiday is 15 days long. And I didn't have to, like, if I didn't do the first day, it would still be on time if I did the other days. Fox says, and when it's something like YouTube videos, it takes so long to make, so it's like a full-time job on top of having like 7 other full-time jobs making a game. And then I also have to pass classes. Like, yeah, being in school is a whole other thing. It's a whole other barrel of monkeys. Yeah, when I was in school, I just like I didn't get to make that much art outside of like projects that I did in school. And I found that was actually like my least productive time as an artist ever. Oh, thank goodness I did this in another layer. I was worried for a second, scared that I hadn't. Okay, I'm at 41% battery on the iPad and like 10% battery on my phone, so I'm just gonna switch that over. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with this piece so far. Fox says, Yes, looking great. I love the gradient. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. We're adding little kind of floral details up and down the skirt. So it is like really flower textured. Maybe I want to tone down those white accents a little bit, but that's the beauty of drawing in different layers, because I can just soften these up just a little bit. I'm really flustered that Rowan called me. I'm gonna see what he wanted. He just wanted to say hi. I can't be mad about that. Well, I wasn't mad in the first place. I'm just like flustered because his like name flashed on the screen, and I don't know if he's okay with that. He's probably fine. He has like a LinkedIn. Okay, everything's fine. Also flustered because low-key the ringtone of my iPad scares me. But I normally have it in Do Not Disturb. It's like not supposed to go off like that. Let me just change that. What the heck? Yeah, it was in Do Not Disturb. I don't know why that call went through then. That's so strange. Sometimes you do everything in your power and technology just refuses to cooperate. And, like, sometimes you gotta be okay with that. Fox says someone's ringtone was my alarm when I was in high school. Listening to it gave me PTSD. Oh, I can relate to that. In a way, though. Because after a certain point, I stopped, Hi, Rowan. Thank you for the sub. After a certain point, alarms just stopped functioning for me. Like, they stopped working and they no longer wake me up. So now I just kind of play roulette with the sun. If it's a cloudy day, I guess I'm just not waking up, you know, like... I need to get one of those alarms that basically wake you up by slowly shining a bright light in your face. I think they would be very beneficial to my life. Rowan says, almost a year now? Yeah. I think it might have been pretty much a year since I started streaming, which is insane. And then, well, maybe not. I think I started in like April. And then I got affiliate like a month after, something like that. Vox says there's an alarm that throws the bed over so the person sleeping falls over. The problem isn't just like the waking up though. Like, because once I wake up, I have been known to like fall asleep on the floor or fall asleep where I'm sitting. So, But maybe, you know, maybe depending on how I land, it'll be uncomfortable enough that I stay awake. It does sound like a very like Wallace and Gromit type invention though. I like that. Okay, let's do some work on the inside of the skirt, because this is not exactly what I want. Oh! Is that the one by Simone Giertz? The rotating slap machine? I saw it, and then it, like, got tangled in her hair. Yeah, Simone is such a legend. Oh my goodness. She started making more content that isn't just like meme robots. She started making like furniture for her house, and I think it's really cool. There was a time Simone and William Osman were supposed to collaborate on something, and William Osman overslept and showed up like extremely late. And I feel like he could have really benefited from Simone's old alarm clock design. Okay, I want the inside of the flower to just kind of look and feel a bit blotchy, but like fashionably blotchy, like hand-dyed fabric blotchy. There's this TikTok trend of skits where they play like a song and then it's like, if you can understand this, it means you know the language of the gods. Um, and there's one song and it's just in French. So I guess French is the divine language now. It's really funny because people are acting like it's nonsense words. French isn't even a language I'm fluent in. I just had to learn some because I'm Canadian. And like, I don't know, it just sounds normal to me. Fox says it ain't, trust me. Yeah, it's just a regular language. Maybe even like one of the more inconvenient languages. Because of all the conjugation. Then there was another one where it's like, POV, you're in class. Like, this person doesn't know what POV means, because maybe it's like POV, you're in class, and then like the teacher calls on me to translate this song by Poseidon, the god of the ocean. And it's just Wellerman. And then the teacher's like, okay, what does this song say? And then the guy doesn't even get the lyrics right. He's like, soon may the weatherman come to bring the sugar and tea and rum. But it's, soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. Like, it's not the, and it's also Wellerman and not Weatherman. So, yeah, and then the teacher's like, whoa, you understood that? That must mean you're the son of Poseidon. It's like, you didn't even get the lyrics right. How did you understand it? Okay, let's see. But yeah, I'm not super happy with the shading of the skin tone. I don't remember how I normally shade in skin, but I feel like it's not like this. So I might just go ahead and start over again. Just with the skin. Because it feels really one-dimensional to me. Maybe it's because I picked such a pale skin tone and like I don't know how to do it. Or maybe it's because I shaded it wrong. Maybe it's because I wanted to give her kind of a bloodless look. Okay. Cool. Now I'm gonna add the spots, which is gonna be the fun part. Maybe I'll start with like the dark and then I'll add the white borders around it later. And then we kind of want more of like a dark purpley pink, maybe more like this. Okay, how am I gonna do this? But yeah, I'm gonna try to cover the entire inside of this flower with these kind of abstract spots. They kind of look like a Rorschach test. Yeah, I'm just gonna gray out the skirt for now. Just lower the opacity because I can't tell what I'm doing, which is a problem. This also kind of reminds me of the flower toad lily. because toad lilies are like a really similar color scheme. They just have like more petals, whereas the foxglove is just kind of a bell. An upside down bell. And the toad lily is, you know, lily shaped. Hard to let myself make irregular dot shapes, because I want so badly to do like perfect little round circles, but that's not the look I'm going for. We want something that just looks like ink splatters. What was I thinking about? Yeah, in kindergarten, I found a toad and I brought it home from the playground. And I was hoping that it would come home with me and, you know, live in my toad lilies. What could be more fitting? But the toad probably just escaped and went to one of the nearby neighborhood ponds. Kind of those like marshy areas, and lived happily ever after. Because I set it free in my backyard and I like never found it again. I'm going to choose to believe that it had a very happy life after I removed it from my kindergarten playground. And not that it was eaten by the heron that roams around our neighborhood, because that would be upsetting. Hi, Remy! Remy says the color's looking good. Thank you! Hang on, this is what it looks like when it's actually more filled in. But I have the opacity lowered so I can put the spots in without getting bothered. How are you? What if I cosplayed my own character? It would be so cool to have an outfit like this. Remy says, so moody. I'm well. I've been working on my alert all day. Yeah, that's really cool. Yo, I can't wait to pop into one of your streams and see what you've come up with. Oh yeah, oh my goodness, Remy. Maybe this isn't the best time. I don't care. I'm gonna show you what I worked on yesterday. Hang on. This is an old character from, like, from the same period of time. Foxglove was designed in 2016, and Thorn was also designed in 2016. So this was when I was in, like, my senior year of high school. And I'm so proud of how much I've improved in drawing since then. So this is where we started off yesterday. I'm just gonna run through the quick time lapse because I think it's neat. Can't wait to color this character in. And this is what the character looked like when I first designed her. I do actually have finished art, but yeah, you can kind of see the same, like, shoulder pads and the same belted pair of shorts. Here's some preliminary designs for the mace. I actually struggled a lot with action poses. Look at my, like, tiny crying face. And I did end up coming up with something more like this. So yeah, this is how far I've come in 6 years. Remy says the colors are gonna be so fun with that one. Yeah, I'm thinking of a lot of, like, browns and some, like, reds, because, like, some roses thorns are kind of reddish. So we'll see how that goes. Hee. I'm so excited. That's what I was working on all of yesterday, and you know what? I'm gonna have prints of both of these at my show. By the way, we're like 1 month until the show. Isn't that wild? I think that's pretty wild. I've never had a booth anywhere before. I've never exhibited my art anywhere before. So this is like a big first for me, and I'm super nervous. I just got the lights for my booth today. They'll be arriving in a day or two, and then I can test them out. I'm gonna be starting to make my prints. The commission pieces are gonna be the easiest to print out because obviously, like, those are not going to be for sale. They're just for, like, display purposes only. They're for examples. Remy says, that's what I was thinking. Thanks so much for showing me. Yeah! Like, I'm just excited for all the brown tones. It'll be a good contrast to this, like, extremely purple character. Remy says you seem like you're on a really good track time-wise. I think I am. I've pretty much done everything that like needs like the big ticket items. Like I have lots of things to display. And I feel like I'm ready. But I'm also nervous, you know? I'm also nervous. So yeah. Things will continue coming together. I bought one of those like square credit card readers. Not necessarily referring to the shape, although it is square shaped. It's like the brand Square. They do give out like magnetic strip card readers for free, but I don't know. I was convinced to go for like the contactless card reader because it'll be a good investment for the future. I think future Dimple will really appreciate the convenience that it brings, and you know, it is like more expensive than free. Anything is more expensive than free, but it's a good investment to be able to take like tap credit card payments. Okay, I think we're a little too spot dense in this. Excuse me, not that big of an eraser. That's not helpful. We're too spot dense in this area. We need to tone that down a bit. Okay. But yeah, they finally showed me where my booth is going to be. So that's also huge news. I'm right near the entrance, which is a lovely place to be. I'm not near the stage though. I'm like downstairs from the stage. But I kind of like that because I want things to be quiet enough where I can talk to people. Like obviously I'll still be able to hear the music from down there, but I'm glad I'm not like right up against the stage, you know? Because I don't think I could handle it. Might cry. Like, Remy says, I have an older one of the Square phone things and I have to convert it with a little dongle. Having good payments is a must. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad that your like older Square thing still works because that must mean they're pretty good quality. Yeah. Also just like imagining having to like I don't know. As a consumer, I find that inconvenient payments are a big turnoff for me. Like, what if I don't have cash? Or like, what if I don't have the right amount of cash? If I can't pay conveniently with credit, then like most of the time I just don't make that purchase. Okay, there, my iPad is back online. I think creating a gradient closer to the edge is kind of tricky because we don't want to do like too many dots. We don't want it too dense. Okay, and the last thing is just the hood. Okay, neat. I'm just gonna go in with some white And we're gonna boost the background all the way back up and add a white border around all of these. It's gonna be really cool. And I don't want to go like too regular with my white background, because I do want like some irregular shapes, some interest. Ah, this is already looking so sick. Imagine how cool it would be to dye fabric like this and make a skirt and cloak. I think how I would do it is maybe I would experiment with like a wax resist and then dip dye the fabric pink. Then I would like get rid of the wax and then hand paint those burgundy spots in afterwards. Like, that's how I would go about it, but I'm curious to know if anyone else has any ideas. Or maybe, you know, just add spots of bleach onto a dip dyed piece of fabric. Remy says, I think the white is bringing it together. Me too. I'm so stoked about the white. It's all according to plan. Ha ha ha. Kind of cool to see the white appear on the mini canvas, so I am increasing the size of the mini canvas so you guys can see better. And definitely see a lot of blank spaces that I'm going to need to do color touch-ups on, but that is a problem for a future dimple, not for right now. That's a later problem. I may or may not redo the skin tone though. I'll do like another version of it and see how I feel. But I'll do the outfit first. Normally I do skin first and then outfit because I like to match the outfit to the skin tone. But this time I wanted a very like specific color for the outfit, so I think I'm gonna go outfit first and then redo the skin. And if I hate it, you know, I can always go back and use the skin that I already have. Oh man, I love these shapes, like these little blobs. It's like cow print. I'm gonna have some water. Make sure that you guys stay hydrated too. So I keep everything, right? Like all of my old projects from high school, all my old projects from college, I have everything, all my notes. Well, most of everything. I threw out some things that I didn't really care about. But a family friend asked to borrow, one second, the water is just kind of settling. Yeah. One of my family friends asked to borrow some of my old math tests, and I forgot how much I used to doodle in the margins in school. Like, I knew I did draw a lot, but I didn't realize that I basically drew all over these math tests, which is pretty on brand for me considering that I do, like, freelance illustration at this point, you know? But I'm so glad that he managed to get a good laugh out of my old math tests, because of all the little annotations and doodles. Like, I did, apparently, I haven't seen this. I did a test and it was on, like, data management and probability and things like that. And it was one of those, like, how many ways can you pick 4 cards out of a deck of 52 or something like that. And I drew a set, like a bunch of cards, and they were all like saying pick me with speech bubbles. I know that I used to start every test by like drawing a little self-portrait of myself next to my name, as if people would forget what I looked like and not know who to hand the test back to. So every test has a little face doodle. It's just like, that's me, that's Dimple. You better give the test back to the right person. Unless I got a bad grade, then give me a test that has a better grade. Yeah, Remy, when he's done with the tests, I would definitely like to see what I drew in them, because he says it's really funny. Also, who let me do all of my math homework in pen? Who allowed me to do that? Because I did all my math homework in pen, and I know you're not supposed to, but I just preferred it to pencils, and I still do, because I think pencils are kind of smudgy, and you have to sharpen them unless you use like mechanical pencils, but I find those to be a bit of a hassle, so I like pens a lot. But with the homework, it was so messy because I wouldn't use like whiteout or anything. I would just cross things out and like write on top of them.
And as long as like I understood it, I thought it was fine, you know? Especially since a lot of these were like homework practice questions. But yeah, now looking back at my old notebooks, they're absolute chaos because there's drawings everywhere. Everything is written in pen, and everything is like crossed out and written over. It's actually insanity. On the actual tests, you know, I would write as neatly as possible. I would use a pencil because you get like marks taken off if you don't use a pencil. But yeah, looking through my old high school notebooks is a joy. Do I miss high school? No, I don't. I don't miss it. I miss some of my old teachers because they were truly delightful. I miss a friend or two. But other than that, I'm really happy with where I am right now. Another Dimple Cheeks math test tradition was taking a nap. So if I was stuck on a question and I had finished everything else in the entire test, I would just take a nap. And I would wake up within like 5 minutes and then normally be able to complete the last question. Like, normally I would wake up knowing the answer, but I would like read the question first, then I would put my head down, sleep for a bit, wake up, and finish the test. That was my routine. Most teachers didn't question it. Except for this one teacher, and like I've definitely talked about him before on the channel. He was in this like pageant, and he like had said multiple times that he hated his teaching job. One time I fell asleep in the hallway and he used his foot to like kick me awake. You know, and he would come to class and he would just be like generally a really grumpy guy. So this was the teacher who took an issue with my naps during the math test. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm done everything. I just have like half a question left. You know. He took naps during class. I want to take a nap during class. And anyways, it was my test time. I think maybe with any other teacher, I would have read that as like him being concerned, or maybe like, you know, hoping that I finish the test. But for this particular guy, like the way he would come into class and be like, I don't want to teach you guys today. Like, I'm just gonna be over here at my desk. And he would eat like his green oatmeal. It was green because he put like smoothie powder in it. He would just sit there and sometimes kind of nap, you know, and not teach us the lessons. Like, I think for him, waking up sleeping students was probably more of a power trip than anything. Like, and that's just my theory. He did it because he could. Yeah, I had a lot of math teachers in high school that took their jobs a lot more seriously than him, and no one woke me up during a test. Because I think it was just a micro nap. I think I was probably just asleep for like 1 or 2 minutes, and then I would like get up and finish writing. Yeah, I'm still salty about it. How am I like, oh, how am I low power? Ah! Okay. We are plugged in. I hope the iPad doesn't die. Okay. Remy says, I let my phone die. I'm gonna get ready for stream so I can test out some of these widgets. Can't wait to see how she turns out. Yeah! I hope you have, are you gonna be streaming later? Because I hope you have a great stream later, if so. Even if it's not like directly later, you know, like I hope you have a great stream. You guys definitely check out Remy's channel. She does some amazing pottery. And we'll be doing other types of art and other types of streams too. Not something you want to miss out on. Remy says, I think in an hour if everything's working, catch you next time. Huh. You know what? I might be able to raid you. We'll see. If I can hang on for another hour, then I'll raid you. If not, you know, maybe next time. I slept really early last night and it helped a lot because I woke up at like 8 in the morning and I had a nice early start to my day. But I think I still do need to sleep a little earlier because 1 a.m. just doesn't cut it for me. 1 a.m. I think is a little too late. Remy says, if so, I would love to have you. Oh, thank you for the little frog emotes. These are so good. Okay, this is what we have so far, and we want to use our light pink and just kind of make a really subtle gradient up to the edge, like a really nice streaky gradient. See, I told you 1 a.m. is too late for me because I get sleepy. Okay, I like that. I'm yawning so much. Somebody help me. Hasn't been a sleepy dimple stream for a while. And I had a really long, luxurious afternoon nap too, so I don't know why I would be tired now. That's what I mean. I think I need 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep, which means I should probably go to bed at 11. That's probably the time that my body wants to go to sleep. And I know that I definitely fight sleep. I don't like sleeping that early, but I think it'll work out for the best. Because the quality of the rest of my day will improve since I'm not constantly exhausted. But yeah, we're just continuing with those subtle gradients. Just add a little fluffy pink gradient around the edge of this part of the cloak. Okay, and then now we can add in some white, and we're just gonna put that on top. What is this layer? What is this for? Oh, hi Jeremy, thank you for the hydration. Make sure you stay hydrated too. Oh, we have the whole self-care trifecta over here. Gonna go ahead and switch over to face cam, touch up my lipstick. All right, let's do this stretch. If you've been sitting for as long as I have been today, make sure that you take a moment to stretch as well. Let's stretch together. Okay, let's do this. Oh, my face is cut off. I feel like this pair of overalls is meant for someone with a much shorter torso than I have. It's kind of restrictive for my arms. When I raise my arms, it's a bit uncomfortable. Jeremy says, wow, are you flexing your very cool sweater?
Here's the new challenger!
Thank you very much. This is the sweater that Rowan got me for Christmas. And I love it. I think it's really cozy. I love it so much it's hard to take off. Jeremy says, oh, Jeremy has redeemed a 5-minute drawing challenge. What would you like me to draw? Let's go. Look at you with all your points. Jeremy wants me to draw the cultist from Slay the Spire. Nice. Are you tired of being so rich? Is that why you're redeeming everything? You must use all your points. How many left do you have? Are you close to being done yet? Everything must go. Nice. Okay, let's head on over. We'll do the 5-minute drawing challenge first. You still have 30K left? Wow. Okay. I never have any chance. I never have any points on your channel. I always like redeem the Pentamino mode as soon as I hit 2,000, and I earn about 2,000 every stream. So, like, I'm able to redeem Pento usually at least once a stream. But now I have like a whole bunch of extra points, so I'll be set for a while. Okay. Okay, we're gonna adjust the canvas to the size that I like. It's a really specific size. And this is my favorite character from Slay the Spire. Ah! So good! Jeremy says sustainable Pentamino mode. Yeah, we have a whole renewable system here. I don't know what my hair is doing. It's escaping. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna set the... Jeremy says, so the cultist says caca at the start of every fight. Okay, we're gonna do a reference. I'm gonna do this like as derpy as I possibly can make it. Wrong clock. That is all the context you need. I already looked up a reference picture. Okay, let's get the right color. We'll get the right brush and the right brush size. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait, no, I'm not ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Okay. I'm gonna give it round eyes, like it does in the game. I was gonna try to give it angry eyes, but you know, maybe not. You gotta give the little sticks. I should not be trying this hard. We don't have enough time to be trying this hard. And yet, here I am. Okay, let's define that beak a bit more. Okay. That's a big beak, yeah. And a very little body. Oh, wrong selection tool. Okay. Honestly, it makes less sense for it to be facing this way based on how I read the words. Why do I have a big yellow, like white mark in the middle of my canvas? What is up with that? I guess we have a minute and 30 seconds, so I really can't, like, look, it's ruining the drawing though. Like, there's a big white mark in the middle of my canvas, and I can't do anything about it at this point. Think of this cultist as small. It's a baby. As in baby, I just mean small. Like, not actually a baby, because I think that would kind of messed up. What's the baby doing in this fire? This fire's no place for an infant. And we are swiftly running out of time, so I'm going to need to fill in those arms extremely quickly. We've got 30 more seconds to do that. And the legs. No, that's not what was supposed to be there. These are brown. Okay, and we just want to do kind of like a muddy red color for the inside of the mouth. Not this color. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that means we're done. Thank you, Jeremy, for the drawing request. I adored this. This was so good. Let me just do a quick touch-up, because I deserve it. Because I wanted better for this cultist. And we ran into a mishap. So there we go. I like this. Jeremy says it's a smalltist. Yes. This makes me so happy. I like it. Thank you, Jeremy, for the much needed drawing break. That was really fun. Okay, so what I want to do is make a really dark purple. Jeremy says, I went to go look at Slay the Spire merch and now I want to buy stuff. Jeremy says he's very energetic. Yeah, especially for like wearing such a big mask. That mask has got to be heavy. There's no way it's not. So yeah, right now we're putting in some shadows. I want to make sure everything is nice. These are not the final colors of the shadows because that would be way too dark. But what I'm gonna do is put a filter basically and have these be a multiply layer, and then it will just kind of tint the inside of the cloak and the dress. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. You know what? Now I guess we're gonna do the hair. No, or maybe the skin. Maybe, no. Wait, I wanted to do this. I don't know what this layer is. Oh, it's the hair. How is the hair the exact same color as the background? Like, not this background, but like this background. Like, the hair just disappears. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to add a little white on the edge of this cloak. I think it would just tie things together a bit more. Yeah, sometimes when I want to buy merch, but like it's not in my budget, I just make fan art and then I keep it just for myself. And then sometimes when I want to buy like game merchandise and stuff and like I want to try to save money, I'll just say, I'll make fan art of that. It'll be a cool craft, and then I never make it. Man, I really love the drama of capes. Edna Mode would not be pleased with that statement. I don't think she thinks the drama of capes are worth their impracticality. Unless maybe it was Doctor Strange's cape. In that case, you know. Jeremy says anything loose hanging off the body is a liability. Yeah, that's fair. Especially long hair. Too scary to think of what could happen. Oh my goodness, you're bringing out Jeremedic into the chat. See, this in moments like these, you know, I want a Jeremedic emote. It's just like when Jeremy starts talking about essentially becomes the Dumb Ways to Die song, like that's when I want a Jeremedic emote. Jeremy says, I saw a few videos. I've decided that I never want to be next to anything that's got moving parts. Yeah, Yeah, this is why I was in a constant state of like anxiety when I was working in the furniture studio. Hearing you feel that way about it makes me feel considerably more validated in my feelings of like intense fear and dread. This is a guide to different flora and fauna, except there's no fauna, it's just flora and more flora. Oh, thanks for the lurk! We're out here working and lurking. There was a moment I was like, why isn't Nightbot working? But here we go. Okay, maybe instead of multiply, but if I did like... I don't know, I don't know exactly what these filters do, but some of them look cool. None of these though. Maybe multiply looks the best. Dunno. Okay. You know what? At this point, I should probably do the skin. And you know, I'm like not too into it. So I'm just gonna turn off the skin and try again. And maybe like put in a background color. A background color, you know, it doesn't have to be the background color. But, you know, I feel like this would help a little bit. Because that's kind of what I want. Maybe we want something a bit more cool toned and like slightly on the gray side. I don't know. We'll see.
stretch. I'm kind of sleepy. I'm really sleepy. Ugh. Let's see. I can't wait to compare what the skin tones are gonna look like once I finish. Don't know how I feel about my hair today, honestly. Having like a bit of a weird hair day, but you know, everybody has those days. Unless you don't have hair. Whoa. I hate to say it, but I feel like I'm getting kind of tired. And I know it's like a shorter stream, but maybe I should just eat some food and like go to bed, because I don't know, I really hit a wall. I feel like it's a bit lame, but I'm also tired. Is it lame to be tired, my friends? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not. Let's see. Okay, Remy is not live yet, so I can't send you guys over to their stream yet. But if it doesn't happen, you know, within the next couple minutes, I'm just gonna like shout Remy out, and you guys all go over to Remy's channel and watch, okay? Because Remy's been doing a lot of really cool stream setup today and would love to have you there. That's the plan.
But yeah, if I sleep earlier, hopefully I can stream earlier in the day as well. That would be lovely. Because I feel like 4 p.m., like 4:30 p.m. or whatever time, I think I picked 5 today. Like that's neither here nor there. It's not what I really want. I haven't yawned every other sentence on stream in a very long time. I feel like that's a sign. Okay, I'm gonna cheat and like, oh no. Not this one though. I'm gonna cheat and flatten this group. Okay, I'm looking at vampires that have like a bit of a gray cast to their face, and they really don't have much red. But I mean, it does look kind of bad. Just gonna say, like, a lot of like the vampire makeup just kind of looks bad on people, in my opinion. Like some of the SFX makeup, if there's absolutely no peach and it's mostly shaded gray. So do we want to go that route? Probably not. Maybe I bring the saturation back up. I think I like that better. And maybe we'll just go for pale without the vampire, you know? Maybe we just go for that because I just can't. I can't deal it. I can't deal with it. I think it's gross. I haven't mastered that yet. Do I give up so easily? No. I just think like either you go full gray or either like you either go full gray or you have like all skin tones. And I'm seeing some like vampire pictures and they have like gray in the highlights actually and skin tones in the shadows, and it's really weird. I don't know. I'm looking at a lot of pictures of Twilight for reference. And you know what? I never said she was a vampire. I just said I wanted her to look like kind of unnaturally pale. And I take that back. I don't want it anymore. I take it back. I don't want it. Gonna be real though, I'm pretty sleepy. But yeah, I think if I just go for a more like cool toned pink skin and I just really pull those highlights, you know, we could have like kind of a ghostly skin tone. But I don't think we necessarily have to add gray tones, like Edward Cullen. Like Edward Cullen has gray highlights, and I don't think we need that, like gray highlights in the skin. And that's how they edit him to look. And I just think the combination of the skin tones and the gray looks really weird. I think like the pure white skin tone also looks really weird. I just never chose a skin tone for this character, and I left the skin like the color of the paper. So that's on me, you know, that's really on me for never doing that. I think Thorn will be easier to color in because it'll probably be a skin tone range that doesn't involve any gray. And that I'm looking forward to. Okay, let me just erase a bit of this line here because it's messing with me. Just not the vibe. So if you're curious, this is what we had before. And this is what we have now. Maybe we will still go that pale. But like in increments, you know? I'm so lost. Yeah, okay, that's better. I think this is what I wanted from the start. Like, if you want to add highlights in and stuff, but you don't want to have the entire face be one highlight because I think that makes it very flat. I'm literally highlighting with white right now, though. Which I think is kind of crazy, because I don't normally do that. But yeah, I don't normally have characters with, like, ghostly pale skin. Or, like, I don't normally even like to have characters with, like, an ashy undertone either, which is kind of what I was going with here. So we took that out. I think you can have ghostly looking skin and also not necessarily be pale. And I think that just kind of has to do with like what cast you give the skin. And I feel like that's also just worth noting for character creation. like, paleness does not automatically make a character ghostly looking, and ghostly characters don't always have to be pale. But yeah, I just don't think I have it in me to shade with gray tones. It makes me sad. Okay, let's add our shading in, and I've been using this like pink color to shade. Is that where I want to shade? I don't know. Actually, I haven't literally been using white. I've been using like a cream color. See, I don't like to literally use white to shade things in. It makes me sad. Okay, so let's just add in that shadow under the neck. Okay, just trying to add some dimension to the skin and make sure that it does indeed look like the cloak is draping over her. Create some shadows, especially under the chin, maybe on like this side of the neck. Her head is kind of tilted up. That looks cool.
Okay, and we need like a big shadow here. I'm gonna save these colors so I can use them again. Okay. Oh, wrong color. And I want this here. So I think it'll be kind of cool if I do a glow effect for whatever's in that bottle. So maybe if I did like a green something or the other, something real like that does scream poison. A real cartoon poison. Yeah, it would need to be here. Okay, I'm gonna add some blues in there as well. You know, just kind of shade it. Make it look real sinister, and we'll have this like electric chartreuse bubbling color in it or something. I don't know. I'm still thinking it through. Okay, and we'll shade up these bubbles really nicely. Maybe not that particular one, maybe just like the ones on the top get a little extra something, and the ones up here. Don't know if I like that. I don't like it. Let's not. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? I think I'm gonna give the beaker kind of like a white cast. And to really give it that bottle feeling. And add like highlights to it. I like that. I'm liking this so far. Okay, and now for the moment of truth, what we can do is give the whole beaker kind of a green glow. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna do a Gaussian blur, do this. That gives like a cool little glow effect. And we're gonna run over that with our textured brush and give that blur some texture. We distort it to the right shape. And that looks cool, doesn't it? That looks kind of neat. I like it. I like it.
And we'll also just lower the opacity a little bit. Maybe a little more. You know, and then we can put like green highlights on her face. I think that would be neat. And like green highlights on everything else too. So that was a nice little intermission from the skin. Let's see, is Remy online? Is Remy live? Because I to feel like I need a little break. I need to take a second. Okay, Remy is not live, but you guys definitely head over to Remy's channel when Remy does go live. Let me just give Remy Studio a shout out. Thank you guys so much for dropping by for the stream. It was a little all over the place today because I started off working on this piece over here of our character Thorn, and then we just kind of went on and did some work on Foxglove. We're actually really close to finishing Foxglove. I really see that there's like a few highlights here and there that we gotta do, and then I think we'll be done, which is super, super exciting. We did a lot of progress today. So yeah, thank you guys so much for keeping me company, and I'll see you guys for sure on Thursday. I might do like a shorter stream tomorrow or something, but I should really take some time and like try to post on social media. Like, I think that would be like probably the better use of my time in that case, and like sorting out prints and stuff. But anyways, I have my first ever show coming up on April the 9th. Let me just get Nightbot to tell you about it. Here are the links to get tickets to the show. It's available in Toronto, but also globally via live stream. So the live stream will be for ticket holders. So if you want to catch a magical night of music, visual arts, stage performances, live makeup, and more, definitely get a ticket and help support not only me, but the local community of artists here in Toronto. It'll be super cool. So yeah, until next time, I hope you take good care of yourselves, rest